I have a great affinity for Michael Vick. Not going to beat him up for backpedaling on this. In the interview, I think at some point said to him, I said, Mike, social media is going to go nuts. They're going to explode. And this is the impact of social media. Michael Vick made a very harmless, well-intentioned comment about Colin Kaepernick and his image. He meant no malice with it. It was just something that a big brother would say to a little brother.
Cut your hair. Just cut your hair.
Cut your hair.
Look good.
And social media, as it's prone to do, overreacted, and has silenced Michael Vick and made him backpedal and have to apologize for something that just flat out wasn't wrong. You can't. Social media makes it very hard for public figures to have honest discourse.
Go ahead. What I want to say is, again, there's the parallel to the O.J. thing. How so? Because people connect the murders. In the case of Vick, they connect murdering dogs. He bankrolled. He didn't personally murder a dog, but he bankrolled and was aware of the murder of animals. No matter what he ever says, he should remember that. People will always make that connection, fair or unfair.
But topic is Vick's apology.
But I understand that. But again, there's the how people react.
No, I understand.
If it was just somebody,
he was using. Look,
if Tom Brady said get a haircut, it wouldn't have been the same. Am I right?
No, it would have been a white guy telling him.
Yeah, it would have been worse. It actually would have been worse.
I know. Look,
would have been on trial.
Hey, I've seen the bottom of the gutter. I cleaned up my image, and I just thought it was helpful advice from a guy who's been through far worse in many ways, and put himself, he was accountable. He wasn't saying that he was wronged by anybody. Like, look, people would tell me to cut my hair. I cut my hair, changed my image, and I got back to the NFL, was nearly an MVP. I just think you have to, it's his opinion.
Right.
And if in the context of what he said...
I'm trying to explain why people react the way they do, though.
I think they react the way they do because they think Mike Vick said he needs to sell out in order to get back in the NFL.
That's what the reaction is from. You're absolutely right. I disagreed with what Mike said, but again, it was his opinion. And even in my disagreeing, I said I get where he was trying to come from. He was trying to come from a place, as you guys are saying, this is what worked for me. I think another part of the reaction that he got is because that connotates that you're likening what Colin did to what you did. So that's why it all got so ugly. So if that's your opinion, give your opinion. You shouldn't have to apologize for your opinion because it's an unpopular opinion. You apologize if you say my words were wrong and I changed my mind.
You also could have tempered his comments. You could have said, "Hey, I want people to understand."
He did temper.
He did. Yeah. They were not inflammatory. I didn't feel like in any way. Again, you can disagree with them.
Right.
Look, I still think though there's a lot of validity to what he's saying. Like that's the thing that we're so overreacting.
No.
Hold on. Yes,
validity to what him cutting his hair would get him a job?
No, it would help start the perception of he's trying to clean up his act, get back in the NFL, so that
the hair and
of course it does. But he didn't say that this is. He even said that he actually kind of talked out of both sides. Mike did out of both sides of his mouth. That's not why he's out of the NFL, but this would help. It would help create the perception of, look, I'm here to be a businessman, to get back in the NFL. The social change is still very important.
Long hair doesn't have anything to do with it.
Yes, it does.
No, if you're white, if you're white and have long hair, it doesn't matter.
But if you're
there are guys in the league right now with long hair on every team.
Do you think the Birdman Anderson would be a starting quarterback in the National Football League?
Well, no, he can't play. But he can't play football.
I'm just saying, if he could play,
if he could play,
no, he would not. There's a reason none of them are like that.
If he could play,
you wouldn't like it. But if he could play, he could play.
That's part of what makes the.
You know what? Once upon a time, you wouldn't think that there would be a starting quarterback with tats all down his arm with a full sleeve. But you know what happened?
Every major league baseball
he was playing at that time.
Every three major league baseball
But he also wasn't protesting police brutality, wearing pig socks and a Castro shirt and taking a knee. It is part of the perception that he created.
But the hair,
and that's what Mike's saying is,
hey, this is not going to change it. He's still going to be that same guy. So a haircut's not going to change that.
I would also submit to you, and it's slightly off the topic, but it's true. Colin Kaepernick has done more good and more outreach than probably Michael Vick will ever do. It's not related.
I disagree.
You don't think Colin Kaepernick?
I think he's publicized his outreach a lot more than Michael Vick, and that's because he's trying to fix his image. And so let's don't pretend like Colin Kaepernick never does anything. No, I don't think it's insincere, but I think he's marketing his image, that he's an activist. And Michael Vick and a lot of people do a lot of things behind the scenes that they don't market.